Hey Claire, it's fantastic to see you again. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Well, I've got a little bit of a cold, which I think the whole nation has a little bit of a cold at the moment, so no one's got any sympathy.
Oh, but you look amazing and I'm loving the pink.
Thank you.
Now you're coming on tour and we're so excited because you've got loads of dates in September. One on the 7th of September, which is in Nottingham. Yeah. But tell us a little bit about the tour.
Well, it's to celebrate the 45th anniversary of Happy Birthday, and people almost fall out with me when I say it was 45 years ago. They're
It's
like, no,
crazy, isn't it?
that's too big a number. So, a couple of years ago, I took Bite on tour when it was its 40th anniversary, our third album. We called it the Bite Back Tour, and it went really, really well. And I really enjoyed the concept of singing the album in its entirety in sequence. So when it was suggested to me to do this with the Happy Birthday album, I paused for a nanosecond because I thought I was so young. We were so naive. It was such a different time.
Yeah.
So I said, well, listen, I haven't even listened to most of the songs in this album for years. So I got my headphones on and I went on a big walk and I listened, and it kind of stopped me in my tracks. It kept on just like really packed a big emotional punch for me on top of everything else. And I just came to the conclusion that if I didn't do it now, it would never happen. It would never be the right moment again. So I thought if there was ever a moment to celebrate Happy Birthday, it was on its 45th anniversary.
Now, I've got 10 quick fire questions for you, all about the tour, if that's okay.
I'll do my best.
Okay. How many people have you got in your entourage?
8.
What's something that you can't tour without?
Champagne.
Great answer.
I think what I love having on tour is a really great soundtrack to listen to before we go on stage. So that's an absolute must-have as well. So I do playlists for different aspects of the day, just to keep me motivated and keep me energized.
What's the best thing about being on tour?
A lot of it is like just being with my band, and we do really, I mean, obviously it all is all about the end thing that happens at the end of the day, the show. That's obviously a huge thing. But it's the bits in between I really cherish, when we do a lot of really long tour bus journeys together. And it's just a kind of shared bonding experience I have. And it's like when we really get to catch up with each other's lives. And that's a really important thing. Because when you get on a stage with people, you really need to connect,
Yeah. What is the worst thing about being on tour?
The worst thing about being into, well, um, honestly can't think of a worse thing. I was going to say crappy coffee because I quite enjoy a crappy coffee now and again.
Have you got a whole new wardrobe for this tour? I love what you wear. You always wear the most incredible, like sparkly dresses and things. Are we going to see anything new this tour?
Definitely new. I haven't done the shopping for it yet, but I'm collecting ideas. I have a mood board in my house for the tour about all the different aspects of what we're trying to create within that
Wow.
stage.
That's so exciting. And do people give you the dresses, make dresses for you, or do you actually just go out and look for things that you think will be perfect?
I I I have a number of like designers that I like wearing their clothes, but I buy everything. I sometimes use a company where you can hire clothes as well.
Okay.
And I find that's sometimes I can get something that really works for me and sometimes I can't. But I like going out. It's a big part of it, just thinking what's the look going to be and just going out shopping. And it's what I spend most money on in life, Armin. But I think maybe I'm worth it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Have you ever had a wardrobe malfunction on tour?
Yeah, quite a few times. Yeah. I really, really have. I've had um, quite often. I mean, this is not quite a wardrobe malfunction, but quite often on stage and during the festivals. And if it's a windy day, I'll suddenly be aware of something down here, and I'll realise it's my false eyelashes come off and attached itself to my cheek. That's a big one. Also, I've learned the hard way about having certain fabrics. On stage, you need something that's quite heavy because if your skirt blows up at my age, or any age, but no one wants to see me in my big pants. Not really. Actually, I had a really bad fall on my last
Mm.
festival last summer, and my dress literally went over my head. No, those high shoes that I wear on
Oh yeah,
stage.
yeah, yeah. That
I
would be the
just
cause.
I leant back and and I literally just keeled over.
How long does it take you to get ready before you go on stage?
Well, this is the honest truth. If I have 3 hours to get ready, it will take me the 3 hours. If I've got 20 minutes, I can do it in 20.
Okay. Do you do your makeup and your hair and everything yourself, or have you got somebody that comes and does that for you?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I will have somebody, but the girls, because I always have girls in the group, as you know, and we all quite like doing helping each other with that stuff. So Gillian, my lead guitarist, or one of my lead guitarists, is also my hairdresser quite often,
And do you end up doing anybody else's?
and nobody wants me to.
Have you ever received anything completely bonkers from any fan when you've been on tour?
Oh, we get such lovely things and a bit crazy. We really do. Yeah, it's so touching to me that people will make the effort that they do. Um, so I'm always I always think, please don't waste your money, and two, oh, it's nice when we get silly stuff. It really, really. I get a lot of soft toys, which
Oh,
slightly grown out of that phase of my life.
fantastic. You don't get things hurled at you on stage too much now, then?
No, well, I mean, we do to a certain extent. It's always quite fun because I love interaction with the audience, particularly if it's like really crazy, spontaneous stuff. At the big 80s shows, that's so much fun. So yeah, no, I've had quite a few pair of pants thrown at me.
And finally, what is the last thing that you do before you go on stage?
Talk to my mum in my head.
Really?
Uh-huh. I always say, "Hey, mum, how you doing? Help me through this."
Oh, what a lovely, lovely answer. Claire, you're amazing. I can't wait to come and see you when you come to Nottingham, but thank you so much for chatting to Loving 80s Music.